Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new live stream on the Crypto Geek channel. Today is actually very interesting because we do have a lot of content for you guys in terms of obviously talking about the lawsuit, discussing, possibly a new date for a settlement. And we're also going to be discussing crypto and Bitcoin and, all of these cryptocurrencies in general. So I really do hope you guys enjoy today's live stream. And yeah, I'm just setting up a few quick things here. My microphone was having difficulty earlier, but now everything should be fine. So before we get right into today's crazy live stream that is going to be running all the way from 8:30. I know I did start a bit late. It should have been 8:30 to I think 9:30 or 10, somewhere around there. I want to tell you guys also, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you aren't. And also comment your thoughts. Let's actually start off by everybody comment where you guys are watching from. So let's go right into that, guys. Comment where you are watching from, and let's jump right into today's fantastic live stream of the week. I know I haven't been uploading lately. I've been really busy with exams. The other person that is making videos with me was also really busy with work. But, as things start to open up, exams are pretty much almost over for me. So we should be able to, make some room and start uploading a lot more videos for you guys. Starting off, guys, I do want to mention, as you guys can see, the market is dark red. Now, this, I tried to find out things that could have dropped the price, personally me. The other guy that does it also does. I don't know what his opinion on it is. But right now, I think there are two possibilities for why the entire cryptocurrency market is red. First off, I want to say there is so much positive news on Bitcoin that it kind of shocks me to see that the market and Bitcoin is still in red. There are just massive amounts of very positive news. Now, the surprising thing is, because it's red, it obviously is impacting everything else. So that's why we see XRP go down. This is why we see Cardano, Polygon, even Dogecoin, which again, has zero utility, but still it was something. Now it is nothing. Binance is a huge one, and Ethereum. Ethereum was almost at 4,000 and actually outbeat, 4.4 thousand what it was at. But again, this is something that I kind of made me start thinking, is it a bear market? Did we officially start the bear market? Now, I'm not going to answer that because we are still in the early stages. This could be just another, forgot what the word is, but it could be like another situation where, we're going to have a down period and then it's going to fly back up. But again, it just gets your mind thinking, is this possibly a bear market situation where we're just starting to enter, or maybe we are already deep into the bear market. So again, this is just something that is for the entire cryptocurrency market. Now let's have a look at XRP, which I know a lot of you guys are looking for. And this is why a lot of you guys came. XRP is at 79 cents. Now, as you guys noticed, it did go down. And this was actually because, if I can move this little chart here, this was actually because of the Bitcoin drop. Once Bitcoin dropped, XRP dropped. And again, it is something that the whole cryptocurrency market is at with right now. If basically Bitcoin drops, everything drops together, especially since most of these altcoins are following Bitcoin patterns. So the drop is perfectly normal. It didn't even make me panic or even think about what's going on, because I know at the end of the day, this is something that's normal, and it is because of Bitcoin. Now, this is a bit old here, but I just thought I'd re-go over this very quickly. Ripple Nabs, what is this? I think the guy misspelled something, or something was screwed up here. Ripple Labs' new legal victory in XRP lawsuit as judge denies SEC access to documents. Of course, this is just a huge thing for Ripple and XRP as a whole. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, guys. So as you guys know, this was huge. Ripple Labs, again, new legal victory in XRP lawsuit as judge denies access to documents, which is big. But then we actually had something negative for us, and we'll shift right over to this. And this is that let's see if I can actually find the article. This is going to be a quick summary, guys, of what actually happened. Order granted. 217. Letter of motion for extension of time to complete discovery. The deadline to conduct fact discovery. The deadline to conduct expert discovery is extended to October 15th. So the actual deadline for discovery is August 31st. The expert discovery is extended to October 15th, hereby ordered by the Judge Sarah. What does this actually mean? What this means is, number one, the SEC asked for an extension. And they did get granted, but keep in mind, they asked for 60 days. They ended up getting 45. Which means the judge still knows what she's doing. She could have extended this to just try and, tell the Ripple and SEC that, okay, I'm going to try and extend it for you guys because I want you guys to understand that this is going to go on forever, and this could go on forever. So find a way to settle now before, it just keeps on delaying. Now, this isn't that good for Ripple, but you have to understand something, and that is that even the SEC knows that they're not going to get anything out of Judge Sarah Netburn. Even the SEC, even the SEC. And this is highlighted by the only thing that the SEC could actually do is extend and ask for an extension. So every time they file an extension, the judge is kind of putting pressure on Ripple a little bit to try and, finish and get a settlement. Because I do believe that Ripple right now is very, holding still because they know that they've won this lawsuit. There's no documents for the SEC. And so like this, they're giving time for the SEC to think it over. And, they're kind of hinting to Ripple to tell them, let's just finish and get a lawsuit. Otherwise, they're going to keep asking for extensions and I'm going to have to extend. So I do believe that this kind of proves that the SEC is losing the battle. But at the same time, it, again, is kind of putting pressure on Ripple. Now, let's read what you guys have to say about this. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. I deal with Southline engines over there regularly. Okay, so you guys are talking about something else. All right. This comes to the next one, which, again, I also quickly made a video. All 3 letter motions granted by judge on today's case docs are available. So, obviously, this is the granting of the extension deadline. Letter motion, the court will issue individual defendants' letters and letter for motion to discovery. Again, just know this very important fact. It's true, the SEC got accepted for the extension, but everything else was declined. Literally everything else. They did ask for documents. XRP court grants. So this is actually positive for XRP. XRP court grants in part the SEC's motion for additional dispositionaries and denies SEC's request for documents post-dating the complaint. What does this mean? That means she believes that SEC is not a security as of recently. And that, SEC, we're going to keep on denying you because clearly SEC is losing. That's something everybody knows. SEC is in a very bad spot right now. And again, I do believe that the Judge Netburn, Sarah Netburn, is trying to put pressure on both sides to finish and settle. She's mentioned before where she said, I want both parties to meet. So everything just kind of adds up. Then we also got this document where the individual defendant's motion to issuance of letters of assistance were granted. And so if we have a quick look at what James has to say about this. Let's see this quickly. It says, okay, I don't know why this little, thingy happened. I don't know. Oh my God, the internet's. I don't know why my internet keeps giving me bursts and, lagging like that. So I apologize for the lag. Yeah, how's it going, Sharpshooter? How are you guys doing, everybody? So let's continue on this. I don't know why there was a lag spike right there. I apologize about that. But it says, so today we're actually doing a summary for everybody that just came in. This is a bit of a summary of what has been going on this past week. So it says one of the 2 letters for international assistance called letter rogatory were just formally issued by court. I don't think this really has any major impact on the price. So again, this is something that we don't really need to look at. This is what, it's been really interesting. And this is this one, which I do want to look at. This is actually 4 hours ago, guys. This isn't really a document. Woo, he says a live stream, almost missed it. Hey, I just here, did the SEC give up the paperwork on Bitcoin? Not yet. And the really annoying part, we've been filing the XRP, the Ripple has been filing constantly, asking for these Ripple documents. You know what? This just brings us onto a whole new topic, which I definitely wanted to start speaking about. Why is the Ripple delaying documents? Why are they not submitting every single document for Ethereum and Bitcoin? Now, the SEC, I think, personally believes that if they would show these documents, the judge is just going to stop the case and say Ripple wins. Because these documents must have something that says XRP is similar to Ethereum or XRP is somewhat alike. Even if it says somewhat alike, the case is going to be done. And I think this is why they're scared and they're not going to show any documents. Something that was brought up, and that was, can the SEC go ahead and destroy documents? And this is the scary part. So the SEC has been caught on multiple occasions, and I think that was a few years ago. They were caught, and they had been destroying 25 years worth of documents before they were caught. So any court cases that were done in those periods and the SEC has won, we're not going to be able to, retract and say, okay, well, you destroyed this document and that document. Plus, some documents weren't even known. So all they knew is that they were destroyed. All right, one sec, guys. I'm going to quickly. All they knew is that they were destroyed. And so one second. Sorry about that. All right, and so SC needs closing down, so they were caught actually, and so they couldn't really do anything about the past court cases, so they just left them the way it is. And so they ended up deciding that we're just going to try and investigate to try and stop it from happening anymore. And so I'm going to try this out and see if we can get this working here. I'm going to try and get on a guest speaker. And we'll see what he has to think. This is somebody that, I have talked to discuss this. Actually, a friend of mine, and we have talked together and discussed so many things about this, and he definitely has some good insight about it, and we're going to be speaking about it. Obviously, Jeremy Hogan's did upload a video about a timeline that he has, and I'm going to show you that timeline right now. But this is going to be a really interesting conversation. If you want to ask this guest speaker as well any questions that you may have, then feel free to do so, and hopefully we can get this working. Okay, I'm just going to try and get him on right now. Give me a second, guys, and I'll hopefully get this sorted for you. But we are going to have a really good episode today. All right. Nonetheless, guys, I'm going to get this sorted. Give me a minute, guys, and trust me, you don't want to miss this out. All right, guys, so we have the guest speaker on. Now, let me know if there's any audio difficulty. It should be working fine now.
All right, guys, so we have the guest speaker on now.
I think you have to turn off your side of the, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Turn off my microphone. And because I was just watching the video live. Can everybody hear me okay? Everybody hearing me fine? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everybody can hear me okay.
Okay, it should be working fine now. Okay, so we were just discussing the idea of obviously if I can remember where we actually stopped at.
Okay,
So
let me start also, if you don't mind, it'll take a couple of minutes. First of all, hello, Crypto Geeks, and welcome to another stream. So you guys probably know me from a couple of the other videos I did doing some analysis for you guys. So I'm super excited to be back today with Crypto Geek, which is half myself and half not myself.
yeah,
So thank you guys for joining in the stream. I see we are at what? 10 likes? How many people are in the stream? We should be at like 30 or 40 likes at least by now. So if you haven't, please click that like button. I really appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber or new to Crypto Geek Junior's channel,
yeah.
click that subscribe.
Smash that like button.
So I want to, before we get into, and I know Crypto Geek Junior is going to be asking me some questions, but before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to a loyal Patreon of this channel, Sharpshooter. Welcome. And he's our first joiner, the join button clicker. So thank you for that. Now you can get into asking me all the questions you want to. What do we call you? Crypto Geek Junior, and I'll be the Crypto Geek Analyst.
Okay, so one of the questions that was asked a lot, and it was, what do you believe and what do you think is going on with the extension? Obviously, you probably did hear about the SEC granting, the SEC getting granted the extension by Judge Sarah Natburn. What do you think of that, and do you think it is a negative impact on XRP and Ripple as a company and as a price?
Okay, first of all, let me see. That's an excellent question. And the extension is a topic that over the last couple of days has been brought up a lot. And there's a lot of negative connotations to this extension that the SEC has received. If nobody's aware, there was a recent extension request by the SEC asking for an extra 60 days of discovery. So that's delayed the whole case about 60 days. Now, let me just say, first of all, 60 days in the grand scheme of the spectrum of this case, and a case as big as the case between Ripple and the SEC. And the SEC, as everybody knows, is an essential part government entity in the United States economy. So a big case like this, and cases generally similar to this, can last years and years and years. And there are some cases that have been already in the system for over 5 years between government entities and different private companies. So, you know, in the big scheme of things, for a case like this to end by the end of January is still very short. And to look at the growth rate that you are expecting within 6 months now until January, the growth rate within 6 months for you to 10 times or 5 times or whatever you want to estimate as you know the price target for XRP, to see your money 10 times or 5 times in 6 months, which better investment, you know, that you can tell me you can get in that short time span? That's one. The other big and important thing to consider here, look over the last couple of months. Look at the last 2 months, we'll say. How many documents have been sent to Judge Netburn? Tons and tons and tons of documents. And remember, if Judge Netburn wants to do her due diligence, do her best in looking at every single document that is out there and assess it appropriately, she's not a crypto expert by any means. Judge Netburn is not a crypto expert, but she's a very intelligent lawyer, right, Judge? She's very intelligent. She knows what she's doing, and she does a lot of research so that she doesn't fall into the cracks of the SEC manipulation. Remember, there's not been a single case and similar to this case. That's one. There's not been a single case similar to what's happening right now with the SEC, between the SEC and Ripple. That's one. There's not been a single one that's like this. That's one. Two, there's not been a single case where a crypto company has won. So you're looking at a market that is not understood. The SEC chairman himself, Gary Gensler, because he's taught a couple of courses at a university, he's taught cryptocurrencies. He was seen as like the the biggest expert in cryptocurrency. Is he truly the biggest expert? Absolutely not. But because this market of people that have experience within crypto is so small, anybody with a very small amount of experience in this field is seen as a master. So she has to look through these documents that are being bombarded at her from every single angle and assess them. So this time, the extension that she's given, and people think this extension is for the SEC, and you know what, the SEC get an extension, but really it's Judge Natburn that's giving herself an extension because she needs to fairly view these documents. She needs to, and if anything, the SEC is using this not to be able to gather more information, because you know what, the SEC is not going to be able to gather anything. They've already done their best in gathering information. They've gotten out. I mean, they've asked external international companies for information. They've went into their own records. What more information are they going to get in 60 days? There's not going to be too much that they can get. But what they're doing it is a delay tactic to try and screw with the business of Ripple. This is truly what's happening. They're trying to screw the business of Ripple, and although they think they're very smart in doing that because it gives them a stronger settlement position, it's actually doing, or what they're not realizing, that Ripple has not been in the United States for now 6 months, and they have focused so much on international. So another 60 days or 2 months isn't really going to change the overall position of Ripple. And I mean, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple himself, has a wealth of over 10 billion, I believe. It's probably a lot more given how much XRP Ripple has and the value of XRP today. So the wealth of Ripple can handle much more than 2 months of delay. So again, I'm going to conclude that my thoughts here. First of all, I think that the Judge Natburn gave the delay because she needs the extra time for herself, and I think that part of the reason that they're seeing, or she might be thinking, is, you know what, if the SEC thinks they can prove something otherwise, let them prove it. And 2 months in the grand scheme of things is not as big of a deal as as many laymen or as many new investors may think. It's actually nothing in the grand scheme of things. I mean, look, how long has Ripple been in existence? What, 10 years now, or 8 years? I think they just had their 9-year anniversary. So what's 2 months for a company that's been there for 9 years?
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think? So in terms of the price, obviously, I think the purpose of the SEC extension here being obviously put on to the judge and the judge granting it, like you said, it's to try and pressure Ripple. What do you think is going to happen with the price, especially since people have seen that now, and since it will, I believe it will. What do you think in terms of that? Since it will impact the business of Ripple working, and which will overall impact the price of XRP. So what do you think about that?
Okay. So before I talk about the price, I'm going to get into one point too that was brought up by somebody in the comment section here. So Sharpshooter, and very good point in the fact that Ripple has headquarters in Dubai. In fact, they have multiple offices across the globe, and Ripple has started to shift away from dependence on the United States. Initially, their headquarters was in the United States, and it still is, but they have developed headquarters across the world because of what the SEC has pressured them into doing. Sometimes, and I'm going to make this very brief point, sometimes when you push someone into a corner, what it actually does is it forces them into innovating and finding alternatives. And although it may seem like a really bad thing for Ripple at the beginning, but Ripple has gotten a huge chunk of the international market that many other cryptocurrency companies have not, because they weren't pressured into it. So this is a very good point by Sharpshooter in the comment section there. And it is a valid point. Now, getting into the price action of XRP in relevance to what is happening in the crypto market right now. Look, let's be real here, and a lot of people are taking things out of context. Ripple is not acting, or XRP right now in the market is not acting independently. We hope that one day XRP will act independent of the market. But the fact is, and this is not me saying it, these are the numbers speaking for themselves. XRP is acting the exact same way that the vast majority of cryptocurrencies are acting in this market, in this, let's call it, volatile market. And this is one of the points that was even brought up in the lawsuit, is XRP is dependent price-wise. I'm not going to say dependent exactly, but it does sway with the rest of the market. And that is one of the reasons that was brought to defend XRP. It follows Bitcoin. And look at the market as a whole. You hear a lot of people saying, oh my God, XRP is crashing because this and this happened in the lawsuit. When in reality, the entire market is down 10%. So XRP being down 10% is not because of what's happening in the crypto market, and sorry, in the lawsuit. Rather, it's a result of what's happening in the crypto market as a whole. So let's not try to blame everything on the lawsuit. And this is one of the beautiful things about XRP nowadays. XRP nowadays is growing with the crypto market as a whole, which is good in the sense that the lawsuit has not really put as big of a cloud on it as many would have thought at the initial, when that lawsuit was first filed. When the lawsuit was first filed, you were having green spouts in the market, with Ripple maintaining its losses and continuing to go downhill in a red into the red with a green market. Right now, the entire market is green, and all that XRP is doing is it's reacting to the market. So nobody can tell you right now that XRP is going to fly with a market that's crashing. That's not to say that the market is crashing. Right now, the market is relatively stagnant, heading towards the lower end. But again, there are some reasons that the whole market as a whole is going into the red. I won't get into that because your question wasn't in relevance to that. But the market as a whole right now is heading downwards, and I think it's temporary, but I'm not going to get into the specifics. And XRP is reacting just like the rest of the market.
Yeah, we'll speak about obviously crypto in general later on, but what obviously there was news that the co-founder or the previous co-founder, ex-co-founder of XRP Ripple, Jed McCaleb, is almost done his XRP bags. Obviously, he does own and he did get a bunch of XRP prior to leaving, obviously, as a recompensation type of plan. And there was news that he will be done all of his bag of XRP by probably late the summer. Do you think this will affect the XRP price since he is selling on a daily basis? And what do you think of that?
Okay, so Jed, now before I get into that, actually, let's. I see we have 11 likes, guys. Um, I think we should. How many people are viewing this live stream right now? We have
75-ish around there.
Okay, so we should probably have at least 50 likes. If you have not clicked that like on in the video, on the stream, please click the like button, guys. You're really helping this channel out. We're trying to do our best to give you the latest analysis and keep you guys posted. So we need at least 50 likes. There's a lot of you here, so let's push hard here.
Let's smash that like button, guys.
Yeah, smash that like button, and if you're not a subscriber, please click that subscribe button. So we can keep doing these videos for you. But a good question that you brought up there about Jed. Now, we have to, what I want to say first of all is, before we look at how significant or how important Jed is in this picture and how much XRP he has and how big that's going to affect the XRP value, let's look at how much volumes XRP is moving. XRP today is not like XRP even 6 months ago. The volumes that are being moved by XRP right now on a daily basis are so high that I don't think Jed would have as much of a significance as the amount of XRP is carrying has as much of a significance as people think. Mm-hmm. So what is he selling 17 million XRP a day? That's $17 million. Now, I don't remember the number off the top of my head, and maybe Crypto Geek Jr., you can tell us what that number is for volumes of XRP. How much XRP was moved today?
I'm going to have a quick look here. So what's currently moving right now is just under $1 billion.
Under $1 billion a day.
Yep. Or right
So,
now at this exact time. Yes.
well, let's look. Let's say it's 700 million. Let's say it's half a billion, so 500 million. 500 million XRP being moved a day. What is the percentage of what is that selling now a daily? 17 million or 18 million?
Yes, 17 and a half.
500, yeah, 17 or 18 million. What is the percentage of 18 million from 500 million volume XRP? It's under 5%. We're looking at less than 5%. Yes, 5% is it's not bad, but it's not really a volume changer. It's not like XRP is gonna fly, $10 up or $5 or even $1 because of a 5% growth in or reduction in volumes. Really, what you're looking at right now with Jed, once he loses his volume, overall there might be positivity in thinking. And what we're noticing a lot in the crypto market as a whole, and everybody can notice it now, is the crypto market is there's a lot of emotional involvement in the crypto market, which is good and bad. But it's good in the sense that once people hear that Jed has sold all of his XRP, this will create a positive vibe, a law across the XRP community, perhaps, and other crypto communities, in that it will become more attractive for them to buy XRP. But this is not something that XRP holders today should be really, really worried about. Because in the grand scheme of volume and in the grand scheme of things, it's not a very big deal.
Yeah, and
It's
again,
not.
you did make a lot of sense there. It's true. Again, I was just calculating the numbers here, and it's a little bit over one, almost 2% is his
Yeah.
exact
So
impact.
what's 2% from in the grand scheme of XRP being moved on a daily basis? It's nothing.
Exactly. And no, that's correct again. This is our guest speaker right here speaking to you guys live from his office. So let's have a look at a few people in the comment section. Again, we're going to have a quick look at what other people would like to ask. Would exchanges relist XRP? And again, there was a lot of news on exchanges prior even to the lawsuit and during, Judge Netburn's discovery where the defense, which is the Ripple team, was asking for clarification. Can Ripple be listed or XRP be listed? And there wasn't really a clear answer. Can we see exchanges list XRP? And again, can we see it in the near future?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Actually, this is a very interesting question. I'm gonna tell you why it is interesting. First of all, I think people miss or maybe overestimate of some crypto exchanges. Okay, I'm gonna say why people overestimate. So let's look at some companies that have been recently. So I'm gonna name specifically Coinbase. So crypto Coinbase has been the biggest sort of crypto exchange to try and target or to try and go on if you're a growing cryptocurrency, right? So everybody wants to be on Coinbase. Am I right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. So now let's look at new companies that have joined Coinbase or that have been listed on Coinbase over the last month or 2 months. Who has been listed on Coinbase over the last 2 months? We started with ADA, right? ADA Cardano was listed on Coinbase maybe 2 months ago,
Yep.
maybe a little more, a little less. What happened on the day that ADA got listed on Coinbase? What happened? Did the price, was there a lot of price action?
Was some, but
There was nothing.
nothing significant.
Very minimal. In the grand scheme, like if you look at that particular day of listing and a little bit after, ADA was going to grow regardless of Coinbase existing or listing them or not. But
Yeah.
really, there wasn't any significant growth. Let's look even sooner, closer to today. Dogecoin. Dogecoin was listed on Coinbase. I think it was under a month ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, actually.
What happened to the price of Doge after listing on Coinbase? Nothing.
Yeah.
In fact, it went down like the rest of the market days later. We talked even a couple of days ago, Shiba Inu, the meme coin that was listed. Was there any price action because of listing after it was listed on Coinbase? Nothing. There was absolutely no action. This tells you a couple of things. First of all, it tells you that people, the price action or the increase in price always happened when they announced the listing, not when it was actually active on Coinbase. So it tells you again, it goes back to my initial point about emotions driving the market rather than facts. So people got excited. Oh my God, it's going to get listed on Coinbase. Oh my God, Dodge, Shiba, whatever. But in reality, they didn't go out and buy it from Coinbase. The people that got excited are the people that already hold the crypto, the currency, not people that are going in to buy more. So is XRP going to be listed? I'm going to tell you the real answer, and this is unfortunate, is I think it's not going to be listed on Coinbase. The reason that it's not, and not that it, and like I said, it does not matter because we're really not going to get anything out of it right now in the midst of this lawsuit by getting listed on Coinbase. But I'm going to tell you why it's not going to get listed. And this is not necessarily bad. I know people get really traumatized and feel terrible when hear something negative, but I'll tell you why. What is happening right now, and this is because of a dirty move, unfortunately, by the SEC. SEC is threatening crypto exchanges that this is my analysis that are attempting or hoping to list XRP. Every crypto exchange wants to list XRP, not because they are in love with XRP as a company or Ripple. They don't give a damn about Ripple or XRP. They care about where the cash flows. And XRP, as I was saying a couple of minutes ago, is a big volume mover. And if you make a minuscule amount on every single XRP that you sell, which is what crypto exchanges are doing right now, they're getting a percentage of what people are selling from XRP and so on. If you do that and you have huge volumes, you want that cryptocurrency because it makes you money. That's why they're in love with Dodge and they listed Dodge, is because they're hoping it makes some money. And XRP is volume-wise top. I think it's one of the top 3. I'm pretty sure. So it's good for the crypto exchanges to list XRP. But why aren't they doing it? It's because they're being threatened by the SEC. I can tell you this. This is my analysis. Why? Because there was a recent document that was sent from the SEC, and it was sent to the court. And some people missed this part of the document. It was sent, and the SEC was trying to prove that Ripple and MoneyGram were collaborating in selling XRP. This doesn't make this, them collaborating to sell XRP and getting money out of traders and so on, it doesn't affect the actual lawsuit because it doesn't define XRP as a security or as a currency. But what it does is it hurts Ripple's business because it looks like they're trying to play around. But why did MoneyGram accept to say that information? It's hurting MoneyGram as much as it's hurting XRP and Ripple. It's hurting both of them. So why would you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
If you're MoneyGram and the SEC comes and tells you, say that you collaborated with Ripple and you sold all this XRP and you tricked the investors a little bit, why would you do it? Unless you were threatened with a lawsuit or with something else that's going to hurt your business.
Yeah, it definitely makes a very valid point for that.
I think what's happening is the SEC is going out to crypto exchanges and saying, we're going to say publicly that you're allowed to list XRP and that we didn't tell you not to list it. But if you list it, you're going to be sued. And no matter how profitable XRP is, look at the business that Ripple lost because of the lawsuit by the SEC. And yes, they might win. And yes, they will win. And yes, crypto exchanges, if the SEC sues them, they're probably going to win as well. But the delay that the SEC play is going to hurt their business far more than listing a cryptocurrency, even if it's a profitable cryptocurrency. So I think what's happening again is the SEC is going out to these crypto exchanges and saying, if you list XRP, you're getting sued. And then they're going out publicly saying, we didn't tell anybody anything. They could list it if they wanted. So, we're not saying that XRP is a security right now. Look at them. Even in this last recently, maybe a couple of weeks ago, the SEC goes requesting from the court documents for XRP from the day that they were sued until now. What does that say? That tells you the SEC is still trying to play the card that XRP might be a security. Now, if SEC is playing that card that XRP could be a security, what is that saying to crypto exchanges that list it or that are thinking of listing it? It's telling them that you might be listing securities. So they're playing double-faced in this case, the SEC. They're going out and saying something publicly, but then they're doing something else behind the scenes.
Yeah, and again, you did mention a very valid point there, and that is they're kind of playing both ways to try and get what they want, in which, they're trying to avoid the negative attention from the XRP community by saying we are not the cause of these exchanges not listing you, but at the same time they're telling these exchanges that if you list it, then you will face repercussions once we declare. They're not even giving them an option to say that, if we lose. They're saying when we obviously win the case, then we are going to be suing you guys. So kind of playing double faced, like you said. We did have this very good question that I actually just kept here, and this is by Sharpshooter. He says, the bear market is timed for the end of the year. Now, if the SEC and Ripple decide that they want to settle mid the bear market, would this convert the bear market into a bull market for all oil altcoins, or will we just see Ripple boom on its own and just start to react on its own and not as a crypto like every other one?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple of things here. First of all, let me start by talking about bear and bull market. And everybody tries to put a timeline on the bear and the bull market. So there is not a specific timeline. Let's be very clear here. There's not a specific timeline for a bear or a bull market. These are not events you can time, or you can say the bull market's going to last a year, the bear market's going to last 2 years. You can't estimate these. These are based on global economic growth or potentially crisis, right? So what is the bear market? Let's look at what that actually means. Bear market means that people are so desperate for their money because they can't pay their mortgage, they don't have a job, they're having a hard time, paying off their loans, that they need to retrieve all the money that they had invested. And this is not just in crypto, in stocks, in crypto, even within their mortgage, people will be refinancing. So that is when a bear market gets signaled, because everybody is having to pull their cash or money to pay off something that they're due. So this is a big economic problem rather than just a crypto problem. So people trying to name right now, I've seen a lot of videos of people trying to analyze and say, oh, the crypto market or the bear market is going to start at this time of this year. And this is completely invalid, not based on any specific facts. But what I will say is it does not look like we are heading into economic growth by any means. In fact, it looks like the economy is heading towards a downward trend, particularly with the inflation rates that we are looking at now. Not that long ago, this is what, 2 weeks ago now, or maybe a week and a half ago, $6 trillion stimulus package, if you want to call it that, is going to be pumped out by the government to everybody. It's free money, essentially, to support companies, to help out people, whatever you want to call it. But what does that create? It creates inflation. And what does inflation create? When people see no value to their money, they end up doing what they can with their money. If you can't buy a house because a house is crazy expensive, and now globally, the housing market is at all-time highs, and the growth rate for prices of homes are crazy prices. Everything is over asking. But why is that the case? Because people see that their cash, their paper money, is worth nothing. So what do I put it in? What do I put it into right now that can maintain some value? So people are buying homes, people are buying cars. But if you can't afford to buy a home, you can't afford to buy a car, what do you do with your money? You invest it. What do you invest it into? Stocks, that's one option, right? The second one is crypto. And crypto was not an option that was thought of so much before, not because it was a bad market, but because it was difficult to access. A crypto market, if you looked a year ago, where could you buy, say, XP? Where could you buy Dodge? You know, you I don't know. There's a lot of small cryptocurrencies that are super difficult for the basic consumer to purchase. So what do people do? They invest it into what's more convenient. Why is the market cap so high right now for crypto? Comparatively, I'm saying it's because it's much easier to access. You have apps, you have Coinbase, you have Coins, you have Binance, you have crypto.com. You have a trillion apps that within a matter of seconds you can buy crypto. That wasn't the case a while back. So you have a lot more investors. You have a lot more investors now going into the crypto market because, again, their money can't buy too much in real life, so they end up investing it into something that they can afford. And two, they're much easier to access. Now, every single day that we bypass with this inflation, you're going to see growth in the crypto market, which tells you what? That we are every single day, we are actually seeing a more in-depth into the bull market. So I don't think that by the end of this year, by any means, is when money is suddenly going to be worth a lot more. Which means that we're very early in the bull cycle. And who knows really how long this bull cycle is going to last. I expect it's going to last a while, more than people anticipate. But I'm going to talk about something else. The other thing that I want to talk about is that eventually, when the crypto market becomes such a big market that there's enormous amount of money in it, and you're going to see that very soon, especially if we get clarity in the crypto market as a whole. You're going to see insane amount of capital being moved into the crypto market. Once that capital becomes so big that people like Elon Musk and other billionaires are a minute dot in the ocean of crypto, you're going to no longer be seeing a bull and a bear cycle. It's going to be such a big market that these minuscule, why is there a bull and bear cycle right now? You can have one person like Elon Musk say something, or Tesla buy 1.5 million in Bitcoin, and it affects Bitcoin so much that its value can go up $5,000. But what if Bitcoin's market cap was 100 trillion? Do you think 1.5 billion is going to make a dent in Bitcoin? It's not even going to move at $10. So it's all dependent on the market. Now, if the smart crypto market gets clarity, I expect very, very, very big volumes to move into it, and then you're going to see much less fluctuations. But then it's not going to be as great of an investment. Part of the positivity, or the good thing about crypto, making it very investable for most retail investors, is its volatility. People love that I can put $1,000 and suddenly that $1,000 is worth $5,000 in a matter of 6 months. There's no other market that's like that. So you're going to lose that eventually.
Yeah, it definitely makes quite some sense here. Like you said, this is not something like a bear market. This is not something like that people can 100% guarantee is going to happen during a time period. It is something that the economy decides when, not random analysis or even analysis people. But this is a very good discussion. Now, I want to tell you guys, make sure you do hit that like button. We are flying through. We are almost at, I think, 60 likes. So if everybody can hit that like button, do their part. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to smash that subscribe button and support the channel. We currently have our crypto analysis on, so if you would like to drop a question to ask him anything, feel free to do so as well. And this is a very good conversation again. Make sure you do those. So let's read what some of your thoughts are on this matter here. So we did get somebody says Executive Order 13772 also prohibits these charges, and Ripple is stated in that order as to no. So they're talking about the fintech innovation, more of the legal aspect. They're talking about exchanges. So exchanges were selling XRP in 2013, 2014, and this is kind of out of the way, honestly, in terms of XRP. Now there were things that were discussed in the lawsuit where the SEC was kind of talking about the new year, so 2017 all the way until 2020, that XRP could still be a security to this day. Now, what do you think of that matter in terms of, could XRP still be a security when we currently sell, if you are outside of the United States, if you are selling right now, could you be selling a security in fact and get sued by the SEC if this is declared to be true that XRP is security?
Okay. So, is XRP a security? Let's answer that very short. Very short, brief, straight to the point, and without any argument. If XRP is a security, Ethereum is a security. Many other cryptocurrencies are a security. XRP is no different than the vast majority of cryptocurrencies. So, you want to shut down XRP, you shut down the crypto market. Now, can you shut down XRP? No, you can't. Can you shut down the crypto market? No, you can't. So, bluntly, XRP is not security. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that the SEC decides to say that XRP is a security and they try to threaten XRP holders by suing them. Can they realistically sue XRP holders? Absolutely not. Now, first of all, the SEC is claiming that XRP was a security in 2017, I want to say. Was it 2017?
Yeah, it's some
2013, yeah. I believe, to 2017.
Exactly.
So, how many hands has XRP changed between 2013 to 2017? Hundreds of thousands of hands it has changed. So who do you sue? The person that bought it first? The person that bought it after them? Or do you sue the entire world and then every single person that's held XRP? Can they realistically do that? Absolutely impossible. Now, can the SEC threaten to do that? Yes. What does threatening by the SEC, what is the purpose of it? Why does the SEC threaten people to sue everybody that's held XRP? It's to hurt Ripple. Because who gets hurt the most when the value of XRP goes down?
Ripple, yep.
Whoever has the most XRP. Is that wrong?
Nope,
if I have 10 billion XRP and you have 10, I'm going to get hurt the most. Who holds the most XRP?
Yeah,
Ripple. Ripple at one point held 40% of XRP in the market was held by Ripple.
I think
their whole point by threatening these, by threatening to sue everybody that's held XRP is to depreciate the value of XRP, therefore hurting Ripple the most that they can. So it is essentially a scare tactic more than anything else that the SEC is trying to do. It's just trying to scare everybody off. But you know what? Here's what's going to happen. And this is what's already happened. SEC has threatened that, we're going to sue everybody. Guess what's happening now? Now, XRP holders are going to get involved in the lawsuit. You want to threaten XRP holders. Now you're saying the people we're suing, so then they get involved in this lawsuit. This is the thing that scares SEC more than anything, is the involvement of XRP holders, because then you're dealing with a class action lawsuit, which means a ton of money if you lose. Money that the SEC can't afford to lose. Not right now.
Yeah. Okay, so this actually brings me to one of my thoughts here.
Okay, one second. Sorry, I'm just gonna cut you off. I hear some at-door accountant saying he can't hear us. Is that everybody can hear us? Okay.
Should be. I tried to.
Yeah,
There was, I think, a bit of a
Patrick,
lag.
no, I agree with you right now that right now Ripple doesn't care, but overall Ripple has a lot of stakeholders, not just Ripple and its developers and people that are involved have a lot of stakeholders that are looking at the price of XRP, and it does matter to them. Let me give you one piece of evidence, okay? Ripple, and this is not something you're going to hear a lot, in the news, but Ripple was recently taken to court by an investor or a company that had invested in Ripple, and not Ripple. They're invested in XRP. They're one of the trading platforms, but what they did is they bought XRP, and what they bought XRP, Ripple was not being sued, so they bought it as a currency. They sued Ripple, asking to get their money back because they're saying maybe XRP is a security based on the SEC. They just didn't want to lose money because the value of XRP went down. So what happened? They lost the lawsuit. This company lost the lawsuit against Ripple, and they didn't end up getting their money back. But my point is, they do care about the value of XRP. If it doesn't directly impact them, it impacts the people they're involved with and their partners globally.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a straightforward question here, and this is in terms of, and
I'm
this is
gonna
actually
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off there for a second. Now I'm gonna I have to speak on the phone with somebody, but I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
sounds
In
good.
the meantime, let's see if we can get involved with the crypto questions. Collect any questions you have for me. I'll be coming back to answer any questions that we have, and again, maybe you can have a crypto sort of chat between the crypto members there. Thank you for everybody that's asked questions so far, but now I'll be back very shortly, about 15, 20 minutes
Sounds good.
maybe.
Thank you for coming
So make
on.
sure you save the questions for me.
Sounds good. Thank you for coming on, and we'll discuss
No problem. And
shortly.
it doesn't have to be XRP. If you have any questions about any other cryptocurrencies, I know the big ones out there, ADA, Binance potentially, Bitcoin, whatever you have, I'll be able to answer. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you for
Oh,
coming on.
all right. No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, so that was our crypto analyst, and we will be talking to him once again shortly in the next few minutes. If you do have some questions, like he did mention, make sure you guys go ahead, drop them in the comment section down below, and obviously hit that like button to show your support so we can get more crypto analysts on this channel, guys. This is again a very interesting topic that he did speak about, and we're gonna go and review some of these. One of the main ones is does he think we are in a bear market, and do people talking and discussing discussing a time frame for the bear market actually mean that a bear market is going to happen that time? And he had a clear, straightforward answer, and that is people trying to claim and guarantee when a bear market will start are 100% wrong, because you can never physically determine a time for a bear market. A bear market is something that is an economic type of reaction, whether it's due to job loss or a recession, and so you can't really determine the exact time frame for a bear market. So that was a very good answer that I definitely liked, and we're going to go over, and I'm going to be personally answering some of your questions now. But something that I was looking to ask him was, and tell me what you guys think, was does he think XRP XRP Ripple is centralized or decentralized? Because this has been a topic where people don't like it because of XRP being mostly centralized around the Ripple as a company, and this is something that companies, or that the whole cryptocurrency industry was supposed to prevent. But again, if you have any questions about any